Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is March 29th, 2024, and Eric Garcia has spoken out about his future. Also, Barcelona are tracking Kephren Thuram as a possible option for the midfield. And finally, Barcelona are not too sure about what will happen with Pablo Torre. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kickback. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now, I'll begin with the news by discussing Eric Garcia, who is currently on a one-season loan with Girona with no option or obligation to buy. And as such, he will be coming back at Barcelona at the end of the season, where he's currently doing pretty well with Girona, where he has become a staple of Mitchell's defensive line. And as such, he was asked what's going to happen with his future in a recent interview that he just did. And in regards to that, Eric Garcia said, I have a contract. I have to return once the season ends. What is 100% certain is that I will return to Barca. Then once I am there, I will see what happens. Competition makes everyone better. And in the summer, I did have a personal need to go out, to play every weekend, to be able to enjoy playing day in and day out again. Once I return to Barca, I know that there are center backs who are doing very well. But I am also doing very well. So Eric Garcia saying that he needed to go out to have some time at Girona, but he will be coming back to Barcelona and he wants to fight for his spot, which of course is going to make things interesting in the summer because with Barcelona's surplus of defenders, with Koundé, Christensen, Araujo, Garcia, Inigo, who could be leaving in the summer. If you haven't heard, make sure you check out the first video that I posted today. And of course, with Mika Faye right there in Barca Athletic pushing his way up to the first team is definitely going to make things very interested once the summer comes. Now, in my opinion, this is what I would do if I was perhaps running Barcelona. I think I would keep Andreas Christensen in the pivot position for one more season because we know that Barcelona are very limited in regards to their financial fair play. So I would keep Christensen there. I would have him alternate with some academy players, maybe Pau Prim, maybe Marc Bernal, just for one more season until Barcelona can find a longer-term solution in the summer of 2025. I would also keep Koundé as a right back, have him alternate with Héctor Fort, which of course would leave us with three center backs, which are with Araujo and Garcia, who should definitely be our starting pairing. There's Inigo Martinez, who I would try to sell, and that leaves us only with two center backs, of course. So that's where I would bring up Mika Faye from the Barca Athletic to the first team, and I would bring back Eric Garcia and have him be our fourth center back because, as I've said many times before, despite all the hate that Eric Garcia gets, I think he's a pretty solid center back. I think he's someone who's really good coming out with the ball from the back, which is a quality that's hard to find in center backs. And I think that the reason why Eric Garcia might not be as appreciated as at Barcelona is because he got very few opportunities, and those opportunities were consistently, very far apart. So he didn't have any continuity. And when players don't get continuity, they don't really perform that well once they're brought back onto the field. And I really think that Eric Garcia is yet to hit kind of his top form. He kind of reminds me of Laporte, where Laporte, when he first started, it didn't seem too convincing. But once he hit 23, 24, that's when he really hit his stride. I really think that's going to happen with Eric Garcia. So I really would like to see Araujo, Garcia, Eric, and Mika Faye as our four center backs. But as always, I do love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think Barcelona should do as far as their center backs? Let me know down below. Now, speaking of the midfield, since I did just mention it, it's reported that Barcelona are currently tracking Kephren Thuram. Now, Kephren Thuram is a 23-year-old defensive midfielder who currently plays at Nice. He is actually the son of Lilian Thuram, the former Barcelona player. He's also the brother of Marcos Thuram, who Barcelona briefly considered during last summer transfer market. And now Barcelona are considering Kephren Thuram as a possible option for the defensive midfield position. Now, as you know, Barcelona are in the market to reinforce that position. Deco's number one option is Amadou Onana, but of course the problem is his price, where Everton wants 60 million euros, which is something that Barcelona cannot afford. And it's reported that as an alternative, that in case Barcelona cannot sign Amadou Onana, Deco is seriously considering Kephren Thuram, because it seems that Barcelona, or at least Deco, is in the market for kind of a strong defensive midfielder versus your typical more skilled pivot midfielder that Barcelona usually employ. They're looking more for someone who's physical, so they're considering Kephren Thuram as a possible backup in case the Amadou Onana situation or transfer does not happen. Now, Kephren Thuram reportedly has a market value of 50 million euros, or at least that's what Nice wants to ask for him. But his contract does expire in the summer of 2025, which means that this summer would be Nice's last opportunity to make some money off his sale. So that's when Barcelona think that they can negotiate down that 50 million euro asking price down to maybe 25 or 30. And if that's the case, that will be a lot more feasible than the 60 million euros that Everton want for Amadou Onana. Now, Barcelona will have some competition. It's reported that there are several clubs in the Premier League who are currently eyeing Kephren Thuram, and it seems that AC Milan in the Serie A are also considering the midfielder. And as always, I do love to hear from you guys, so let me know down below. What do you think about Kephren Thuram? Do you think it will be a good option for Barcelona? Maybe not. Let me know in the comment section. And to finish the video, let's talk about Pablo Torre, because it's reported that Barcelona currently do not know what's going to happen with the young player. Now, when Barcelona first signed Pablo Torre, when they first beat Real Madrid to the signing of Pablo Torre, we were all very happy because he had just finished an incredible season in the second division with Racing de Santander. Unfortunately, his start at Barcelona was very slow, where he was unable to get minutes. There's a lot of reports saying that he was not very disciplined. He was also refusing Barcelona's orders to go back and get some minutes with Barca Athletic. And as such, Barcelona ended up sending him on loan to Girona with no option or obligation to buy, which means that Pablo Torre will come back at the end of the season to Barcelona, which of course begs the question, what is the club going to do with him? Now, it seems that the club are not too clear about on what's going to happen with Pablo Torre. They consider that he hasn't yet established himself to deserve a spot on the first team. And of course, with all the incredibly skilled midfielders that Barcelona currently have, like Gavi, Pedri, Frankie, Gundogan, Fermin Lopez, with all these incredibly talented midfielders, and with Pablo Torre yet to establish himself as someone who can play on the first team, Barcelona are not too sure what they're going to do with him. Of course, he will come back and he will play the preseason with the first team. So that's when Barcelona probably could have a clear idea on what to do with Pablo Torre. But it's reported that Barcelona are considering right now two options. The number one option is to loan him out for another season to see maybe if another season in first division can kind of help him reach that level that Barcelona are hoping him to reach, or that they were hoping him to reach once they sign him. And the second option would be to sell him, but to keep a buyback option, kind of like what they did with Shadi Riyad, where they sold him to Real Betis. He's having an incredible season, and now Barcelona want to activate his buyback clause and bring him back to the club. Now, again, I'll ask you once again, what do you guys think Barcelona should do with Pablo Torre? Should they loan him out again? Should they keep him? Should they sell him? Let me know down below. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I'd like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, peace, Barça.